Okay, so this speech is going to be about how to tell when someone's lying to you. And I have a few interesting facts about lying. So Gerald Jellison, who is a social psychologist, said that we're lied to up to 200 times a day. And in two different studies by Albert Burge and Bella DiPaolo, they discovered that 75 to 82% of these lies go undetected. But you can train yourself to increase your ability to detect these lies by 25 to 50%. So to be able to detect when someone's lying, you have to be familiar with their normal behavior. And you have to recognize suspicious body language, and then you have to be able to catch multiple of these signs in one setting. So familiarizing yourself with their body language or their normal behavior. You have to know what they sound and behave like when they're being truthful. This should be easy when you're with someone you're close to, but you can also do this with a stranger. You just have to discuss neutral topics such as like small talk like the weather, and just make mental notes of how they behave when they're being truthful. And so Dr. Lillian Glass, who is a behavioral analyst and a body language expert, she gave these tips on suspicious body language. When they change their head position quickly or rapidly, such as jerking or tilting, their breathing changes. They're out of breath because their heart rate and blood flow change. And your body experiences these changes when you're feeling nervous or tense. Or the person may stand very still. This may be a sign of fight rather than flight, and your body readies itself for a possible confrontation. And it's natural to move subtly in normal conversations, so if they don't, then something may be off. One person may repeat words or phrases. This may be for them to buy time to gather their thoughts, or for them to convince you and themselves of the lie. Or a person may touch their face. Lying creates a spike in anxiety, and it triggers the autonomic nervous system to dissipate the anxiety, such as blood draining from your face and ears, which causes a sensation of coldness or itchiness. So the person, without realizing it, may go to touch their face. And Mark Baton, who was an FBI agent for 30 years, gave these tips. And he says people blink 5 to 6 times a minute or once every 10 to 12 seconds. So someone lying blinks 5 to 6 times in rapid succession. And right-handed people tend to look to the right when they're lying and left when they're being truthful, which is the opposite for left-handed people. They tend to look to the left when they're lying. And some people, usually women, tend to blush after they lie. And this is an involuntary reflex caused by the sympathetic nervous system. And it's a response to the release of adrenaline. So seeing multiple red flags in one response. Only spotting one red flag is not really a good enough reason to suspect someone's lying. The rule of thumb is seeing 3 of these in one response. So if you see several odd changes in their normal behavior, then you can probably suspect they're lying. So by knowing someone's normal behavior and being able to detect the change in body language and seeing multiple red flags, you should be able to tell when someone's lying to you. So I hope this was able to inform you and help you. And so maybe next time you will be able to determine with these clues if someone is lying to you.
Some line rascals up there.
Thank you.
We're gonna be busting rods out in the morning now.
You're talking too fast.
I know.
That wasn't even 4 minutes.
Okay, but was it over 3 minutes and 30 seconds?
It was 3:33.
Okay, that's good.